We love hip hop.
Holy. The summer heat, fam.
Oh,
Let me make sure I put the live on.
You spring right into summer.
I would like to, before we even get into some stuff, and I'm like apprehensive to even talk about certain things right now, but like I was feeling the heat coming through this early, right?
Yeah.
What are we? April 6th, 15th.
Yeah.
And we're getting like major like summer heat. I'm not complaining.
No.
Right? Like I'm okay with the heat, but like global warming, is that a thing?
Not really. Not really, If it, like, okay, heat never killed nobody. It's like more like ice, like cold kills people. Right? So the world was always, you know what I mean?
So this is not an early sign of global warming.
Nah, not to me, man. This is how the world should really feel all the time.
Okay, because that's what my girl was saying. Is that she actually said that global warming is not real.
It's not real. And she's a very smart person. That's just a thing for tech money. You know what I mean?
Yo, see, that's why I was so apprehensive, because if we start talking about certain things,
I know.
You know what I mean? That culture, that WOKE culture.
God,
I don't even know if you can say that word anymore.
I don't even think
that's a 4-letter word now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like a real thing right now.
Oh, you woke now, right?
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh shit.
They want you asleep.
Yeah.
Slumber. You know what I mean? Snow White.
Yeah, man.
Feel me?
Man,
how you feeling though?
I'm as good as I can be.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm, just one thing I want to say quick fast.
Yeah.
For the people who are watching on YouTube, people on Instagram, tap in. We're on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
I want everybody to do me a favor and check out Rumble.
Yeah.
Quick fast, right?
Quick fast.
Go over there, set up your username. All the usernames are available right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And, go subscribe or follow the We Love Hip Hop account, the We Love Hip Hop Network. Same name. Over on Rumble. You know what I'm saying? This is not an ad for them, nothing like that, right? It's just that at some point in time, we're going to be putting up a lot more content over there.
Oh, why not?
Over there, we're going to be able to, this conversation that we're like tiptoeing around with the warmings of the globals and all that, like we might be able to actually dig in and really talk about it.
And say it. And say what we want to say on our mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because, and I'm going to tread lightly.
Okay.
Times are changing when it comes to platforms.
Especially with your freedom of speech.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Academics just recently went over to Rumble.
Yeah.
And I'm, from what I'm hearing, they gave him a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Sneeko got deplatformed he got his YouTube channel taken down.
Yeah.
Who were we talking about?
Hassan
Campbell.
But he's back, but he has to watch what he says too.
Yeah, but he's always had an issue with YouTube.
Very much so, because of his positivity.
Yeah, like the things that he says has had him shadow banned. Fresh and Fit is currently shadow banned, apparently. Wow. Right, from what academics are saying on his various platforms.
Wow.
Right, so it's becoming, I guess, freedom of speech isn't as free as it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta they want you. It's kind of weird how they're controlling it. Well, it's not weird. It's expected. You know what I mean? How they can control now something that you could be saying is very positive, and then they'll take it and be like, no, you can't say that.
Yeah. Like, it's negative, but negative to who? Because they're going to tell you can't say it because it's going to have some kind of a negative effect. But negative to who if we feel it's a positive message?
It really baffles me there. Right? I want to say what I want to say, but you already know they're gonna come back around and be like, "Hey, you can't say that."
How many times you're like going in on a topic, and I'm like, "Yo, you think I want to do that, fam?"
No,
I want you to be able to just go off, give your opinion, fam.
For sure, and I always do. But now I've learned how to even more, conduct it a little bit better in the way that I say things.
Yes, but
right?
like the fact that we have to mute the words that we say, and I'm not talking about curse words. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about, remember I was telling you about the word unaliving, stuff like that. Like, we have to say words that aren't even real.
But that's the thing. I think where it's going to is like for YouTube and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. TV land.
What, back to TV?
Like, in a sense, it's
or
TV.
Your YouTube is becoming TV.
Yeah, your YouTube is TV now. So they're probably going to run it soon where it's like you turn on YouTube and it's really functioning like a real TV.
Well,
like,
most people, when they say like, not most people, but a lot of people have told me when they bump into me, we watch you on TV.
TV. Exactamando, dude. So now what's going on is, remember, you'd come home at, let's say, 3:30 from school, and what's on? Saved by the Bell. Right? Saved by the Bell ain't talking no crazy stuff.
No, it's after school special type
stuff. All right. But at the same time, you can still like walk in and then see your mom watching YNR.
Yeah.
Right? But then let's be real, YNR wasn't that extreme. Yeah, you might catch
somebody kissing. Ooh.
Order in the bed after the scene. Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
so there's still a bit of a PG-13 to this.
Super PG-13.
Okay.
It's on television.
All right. So that's where it's going.
Yeah.
That's what I really feel like. I'm like, that's what I know. Like, that's where it's going when it comes to like PG-13 and what they're doing with monetization, demonetizing, and all types of stuff with people's, like, you know, platforms and stuff, because they want the people who are on YouTube, who are big influencers right now, to straighten up.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be the ones who are always going to be on the YouTube TV.
But what's straighten up mean? Straighten up means
just when you're
act like how we want you to act, or
it's
like, because it could be one thing to be like straighten up because you're saying the most foul and heinous things when you jump on a microphone.
Yeah.
But if it's just the opinions that you state don't align with the views of maybe quote unquote, let's say, woke culture.
Okay, so when you would watch In Living Color, what time did In Living Color come on?
9:00.
Okay, Saturday Night Live.
11.
Okay, thank you. Those are where,
or 11:30. Yeah.
Okay, so now they're now gonna start pinning it, like showing. Okay, if you do have a show like, let's say, Howard Stern, you're not allowed on YouTube TV until a certain hour. You probably won't even be allowed to press play on this shit before those hours now.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're filtering it because they know a lot of babies right now, the first thing you see them with in a home,
it's a tablet and a YouTube.
Thank you very much. And they know how to use it. Yeah. And they're on YouTube all
They're
day.
showing you how to use it. Once they get to be able to start to talk and stuff like that, they're like, nah, mom, got to do it like this.
So I feel like that is where the straightening up is going to come into play, because they know platforms like YouTube are going to take over TV.
Yeah.
Netflix and YouTube.
Well, I feel like one of the solutions, right, is just to multi-platform, right? Mm-hmm. Make sure you're everywhere. Mm-hmm. Like today, like I wanted to go on Restream, but I didn't just get a chance to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're on YouTube right now for the people who are watching on Instagram, right? So so pull up over there. We'll finish the conversation there. But like, you got a multi-platform now. Like, you got to be up on Twitch. You got to be up on Rumble, like I was mentioning before, and all these different places at the same time, because if you put all your eggs in one website's basket, and they decide that they want to just act different, or the things that you're saying don't align with what they feel are their values, you're out of there.
You're out of there, or they place you at.
They shadow ban you.
Yeah,
they make it that you're not. It's hard to find you.
Yeah, but maybe they're gonna switch that up a bit and be like, okay, so you're gonna be on at 12 o'clock, after 12, from 1 till 4. Like, they can download you, you know what I mean? Stream you anytime around there.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of people are gonna get their action from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So they're just filtering it out, man. I feel like in every sense, like they're filtering a lot of this out so that it can be mainly on TV, because that's what it is now.
And I feel like hip hop creators are under attack.
Very much so.
Right? When it comes to people in the culture who upload content to, and I'm not singling out YouTube when I talk about this, I'm talking about multiple platforms and stuff like that. the common thing that they always say is it's hard to find advertisers to advertise again on your stuff, on your content. You know what I'm saying? Or advertisers are not paying as much for the hip hop content as they might be paying for something outside of the culture, right? I don't want to pinpoint anybody's style of content, but outside of hip hop culture. Yeah. But they also don't remember the fact that hip hop culture is bringing a lot of their views and bringing a lot of their audiences in, and then these other creators are using bits and pieces of hip hop culture in the way they speak, the way that they dress, and all of this shit.
But they're gonna make sure. Can I be real? The in a sense, if you want to call us minority, right? They're gonna make sure the minority isn't visual, though. So you're not gonna see, let's say, a Hispanic guy breakdancing in a Mountain Dew commercial, and there's hip hop.
Yeah,
you're gonna hear. What's that white rapper? Not Mac Miller, but the other one.
Yeet?
No. Yeet. No. The next one, man. Fast cars.
What's his Jack name? Harlow?
Jack Harlow. You'll hear his fucking song in the commercial, right? But then you'll see a different culture, let's say, emulating the original culture.
Yeah.
What I'm going to tell you right now, it's called you build and then destroy. Because they never ever seen it going this far. When they're seeing 50 years of flipping hip hop, bro,
yeah,
that's madness to them. This is like, how did it beat rock and roll?
Yeah.
Right?
And the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is still called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, even though they're inducting mad rappers.
Exactly. So what it is it's a thing called build and destroy, because they know they built we built the culture. They just took it over and learned and showed us how to manufacture it.
Listen, fam, just that observation that you made right there might even be problematic.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, boy. Whoa, you're just talking way too much sense right there. Chill. You got to shadow ban that.
Oh my gosh, man.
Holy smokes. You dropping knowledge.
I need my own Patreon or something.
You know what I'm saying? What, you trying to drop knowledge and shit?
Yeah, like and it's positive. Shadow ban. Boom. Get him out of here. You know what I mean? Drop his numbers. Don't make him go up in the algorithm.
Yeah, fam. Like it's a weird time, bro. Because it's like I feel like we're not sitting here chucking badness.
No.
Like we talk about like some stories that go on in the city and different things that are tragic stories and stuff like that, but we're not like, go for it, do more, shoot more people.
No way.
Like that's not our platform,
no, man. And that's the thing where people have to understand, like sometimes it's not about what you're dealing with, right? It's about maybe something you said someone didn't like.
Yeah.
Something you covered someone didn't like, or just
that's happened a few times.
Yeah, right. I'm just being real, right? Because everybody has their opinion. But once yours is voiced in a situation like on a podcast and you have an opportunity to always voice it, it's gonna be a little bit harder to stop your voice when all I can do is press the dislike button, or all I can do is report you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So after a while, what happens is I feel they start to see that people keep getting reported certain, you know what I mean? So YouTube then starts to be like, okay, why? And then they start watching you. Their team starts really watching.
Yeah.
And then they you know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, you're making a lot of bread. Or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, you're getting way too much people's attention.
Yeah, or someone's attention, like Hassan Campbell, right?
Yeah.
And and then boom, the other day, Wack comes out saying, I took his thing.
He thinks he's Al Qaeda or something.
Man,
trying to claim responsibility.
Right?
That's like, it's like trying to catch a fake body.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Wow. That was me. Like, nah, fam, you weren't even in the same state when that nigga's body dropped, bro.
And then tell a full story like that. Yo, I called Dusty over. He, you know what it is on Pyru.
I said, give me the blicky, Dusty. Let me do this.
And then Dusty helped me roll him in the rug. You know what I'm saying? And on Pyru. On Pyru. You know how I do on Pyru.
Just all Caparoo, bro.
All just Caparoo.
I think Hassan has done his fair share of speaking his mind.
Yes.
And we've already seen him going back and forward, like while we're watching him go live, like on the live, like, oh, I see those numbers. I see what y'all doing. Right?
Yeah.
So
they dropping them.
Yeah.
They dropping numbers. They'll go up to like 5K, and all of a sudden he's at like 3 something in the room.
Yeah. Straight.
Sometimes I would be like, honestly, that's because you have such a large amount of people watching, but then there's something else that comes on their
and maybe 2,000 people just checked out.
Yeah, like sometimes that's how I felt.
Be.
Right, I was like, okay, this nigga going crazy, right? But then after a while, just seeing it and seeing the things that he go through with his situation, I'm like, ooh.
Where is he at, fam? Like, you have to literally put in his whole name into search.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
I didn't peep it the other day until Ak really mentioned it. With Fresh and Fit, like, I don't watch their content crazy, but I do tap in every once in a while. I'll see them live with a bunch of girls. I'll watch it for like 15 minutes and then go on to something else.
Yeah.
So they're in my algorithm. They've been in my algorithm for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
However, over the last few months, I asked Shorty the other day, I'm like, yo, I know you don't like those guys, but what's going on with them? I don't see them in the search.
They're not in your algorithm.
Right? I go to check. They just dropped a video like that same day.
Yeah, but you're not getting the alert.
Or I'm not even just seeing them in the suggestions anymore.
Yeah.
And they're still getting a fair amount of views. They're a big channel.
But that's kind of good because then people are looking for them.
Yeah, their core audience is going to find them.
Yeah.
Share the video, whatever. Like I would, suggest for everybody here, share the video.
Yeah.
Let people know that we out here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, even with us having this discussion about YouTube and other platforms that are kind of like getting a little bit more strict in the way that we do things.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that we're going to like abandon these platforms.
No.
It just means that we're going to have to be moving a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
So I'm going to reiterate to the people, besides smashing the like button and making sure that we're up in these algorithms today, go and sign up for Rumble. We're over there already. There's one upload already over there of the We Love Hip Hop podcast, like the last episode.
Yes.
It's already uploaded over there on Rumble. You know what I'm saying?
So we'll peep that right now.
And there's going to be videos that are not going to be available on the We Love Hip Hop channel anymore, like certain interviews that were put behind an 18 and over age wall for like no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where I'm just going to like delete that and throw it up on Rumble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some interviews that have tens of thousands of views. I'm talking about close to 100,000 views. There's some of our content pieces that they're just behind an 18 and over wall, and I don't know the reason.
So you're just gonna fly it over to Rumble now.
Fly it over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
We can't have the culture keep on being pushed around when it comes to like
by dictators.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Come on, fam.
You know what I mean? You say one thing that's really appropriate that like you should be teaching these kids, letting them know, like, you know what I mean? Certain things that be going on in certain groups shouldn't be going on.
Yeah.
Now you say something like that and then they want to say, hey, you shouldn't say that. And it's like, dog, what do you mean?
I'll tell you straight up, the Young Lava interview is behind an age wall.
For sure.
That has like 70,000 views on it. And it's been behind an age wall for like 3 years. When I got the notification, I was like, did somebody pull out a burner or something in the interview? Like, what's going on? Like, it's an interview with mans them asking questions and them answering.
Well, you know what? This is how you should think of it logically, okay? He has gone through his turmoil, right? With the law and being on the news and stuff like that.
Right.
Now, for instance, he has little nephews, cousins, walking around. The fact that everybody has so much access to YouTube now, I kind of have to like respect the fact that now a 14 or 15-year-old they can.
I'm gonna interrupt you though.
They can though. They can.
Because what about all the other news stories that are about him that are not behind an 18 no? I have multiple news stories from when he got locked up, from when he was on the run, all the types of stuff that they're just monetized completely behind no age wall. But in that video they decided, like, then when they make their decisions, they don't go off of what they feel like people's feelings may be.
Yeah, they do. Because let's just say I was bashing you in the comments, right? And then you report it. They will shut down my account.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. In that case, definitely.
Right? So okay. So you got to see it as they do care because it's parental advisory now. A kid can't just be able to watch how to load up a strap video.
Yeah, but like the video is an interview. It's an interview.
I hear you, but it's still he's a rapper with an influence, all right? Especially in his area. Now, if I could prevent 100 adolescent kids from just seeing that, not to diss, but seeing the video and then getting ideas, because he don't want them getting ideas. This is what he went through. He's just like, fuck, I wish I never went through this.
Yeah, but in his
defense, I'm saying it's just an interview about his music, about other things.
He's not talking about doing no crazy shit in the interview.
I understand that part too. But see, now they're going to stop it because they don't understand that part. They're not going to watch the video and be like, oh, yo, this guy's actually kicking some knowledge. We're getting to know who he really is.
It's a tame ass interview, to be honest.
I watched the interview. I know that for myself, right? I'm a fan, but I have to still look at it as like, I always look at the other side of the coin. I always do, so that I can understand and not approach things very ignorantly. Like, you know what I mean?
It'd be one thing. Like, I feel like the news stories that I've done on Young Lava, would be deemed more like, whoa, this is sensitive than the interview itself.
But what I say, when it's positive, they lock it down.
Yeah,
when basically. If it's negative,
they push it up in the algorithm.
Oh man, they let that fly.
Yeah.
So what it is they didn't want anybody to get to really know him. They wanted to just
That's what I think.
Exactly.
Like the story that you get to really know him from the interview, put that behind an age wall, but all of the negative attention that he's getting from his cases and stuff like that.
Let that be accessible.
Let that be accessible to everybody. Huh?
I hear you. And I hear you, but now I'm speaking in their terms. All right? They don't want the 14-year-old, 15-year-old to see his interview. They just don't want it to happen. So hopefully the parents in that household has a lock on that phone or has a ban in their system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To say you can't watch certain shit on YouTube. I'll find out. Right? So they're hoping that's happening in the household. But let's be real. Most kids in the housing them, nah, sir.
Yeah,
they have their
parents are not on them like that.
Nah, fam. Their parents are watching this shit with us. I watch, you know.
Come on, fam. It's part of the culture.
It's part of the culture. I ain't running from it. I ain't running from it, and I ain't ashamed of it.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying everything that we do is degenerate. You know what I'm saying? There is morals and scruples to our shit. You feel what I'm saying? So
that's facts.
And they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that this beautiful culture comes from people that come from Caribbean backgrounds and stuff like that come with very good respect and home brought up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of culture to this. There's more than just violence.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. It's just like the other day I was speaking to a youth. Yeah, he's brown. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to kind of let him know, like, have you ever heard of certain rappers that were here before? Doovie and these guys? And no. And I had to tell him, you know, one thing about the rappers back in the day, one thing we had, the element to a lot of rappers, they studied the history of the culture. So that's why I say they were able to get in this generation and get in there and build it and destroy it now.
Yeah.
Because before we were gatekeeping it way better. We weren't letting everybody just in like that. Now everybody could just be a rapper, no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
It's technology too, right?
Yeah, which is cool, right? Because hip hop is for everybody.
Like the fact that you could just upload a video or make a song on your phone and then upload it straight to a streaming platform and then boom. That could catch fire and you're the next big thing, bro.
That's the thing. That's the wish part about it. I hate that part about it. Just that fuck, man.
You need more layers of gateway of entry.
Yeah, like it's so whack. That's whack to me. Because then that has everybody thinking they could be, like, how come everyone's not thinking they could be a doctor then?
You gotta go to school for that. Rapping?
Fam, you still gotta go to rap school. You still got to go through the history. You still got to know you got to know who to speak to.
That's the thing. It would be nice.
It would be nice.
But the thing is, it's proven that a lot of people don't, because you got famous rappers who probably don't even know one thing about history, but they knew how to put some songs together and put it and upload it to SoundCloud, and off they went.
Who? Who? I can guarantee you this: they're not around anymore. Even if they're famous for the moment.
But they got their bread and they got the hell out of there. But mission accomplished.
That's not a real.
If they really like the culture, they'd want to be there for long term. But a lot of these kids or a lot of these people who are coming up in the culture because the shit is so diluted, they look at it as a lick. So if I can get in there, be there for a year, be popping, maybe accumulate 100 rackies, hopefully a mill, I'm off of this. I'm gonna go become something else after.
Very much so.
Because they never really cared about the rapping in the first place.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So that's why I said it was so easy to like then break in through this and then build it and destroy it again.
Fam.
Am I wrong?
This shit is in a shambles, bro. I can see the culture's already in a shambles, bro. The fact, even circling completely to what we were talking about in the beginning.
Yeah.
The fact that most of the things that we talk about in the culture is deemed problematic, even if it's just regular talk to us. Yeah. Even just our slangs, right?
Yeah.
If you say a funny joke and I'm like, yo, you stupid, right? Ooh. Or if I put that in a comment, that might be looked at as bullying.
Yeah, you're bullying.
But that's just how we talk.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be wild stuff like that, fam.
Yeah. I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's a super double standard.
I feel that, man.
But
totally feel that.
Let's get into a few news stories.
We love hip hop.